guys, I had to come up with the topic that would be interested for a lot of people when you are having a mold in your apartment. Like you literally just find out that you have a mold, and sometimes we cannot find the mold until it's too late, like when it's already spreading. When you have a tenant, it's even harder because tenants, not their place, so they don't really care. I mean, they see some little weird stuff, but they ignore it. And I have a condominium in Miami Beach, and I had a tenant there, and for 2-3 years basically they have not reported to me anything. And one day they right at the pandemic, and they start having problems to pay rent. They start threatening me like that I'm not fixing any problems, but the problem was that they have not reported it to me. Oh, you got a mold in your place and we're not gonna pay any rent. And I'm like, what mold? Where? When? You have not been reporting to me anything. I mean, you've been there for 2-3 years. I was just simply not aware of it. Anyway, so they reported, and it was obviously too late. It's already spreaded, like it was huge. It was actually in the closet area. The closet was very close to shower. So I assume every time they will take a shower, moist will basically go to that closet. Between the bedroom and the bathroom, we will have a huge closet. It was like a walk-through closet on both sides. So on one side and the bathroom and one side of the closet, it was all mold. Obviously, I was panicked at first. I was like, what am I doing? Where do I start? This is so stressful. It's probably going to cost me like thousands of dollars to fix. Basically, my first step was a Better Business Bureau, BBB. What I simply did, I just put like, water damage, mold, specialist. First company I called, nobody picked the phone. I called the second company, some also like mold restoration, water restoration. Nobody picked the phone. Finally, I'm calling the third company. Apparently, they told me that they're a mitigation company, which is they're doing the restoration, and then they're doing like preventative actions for stopping the spread and fixing it. And then she also, the lady was really nice, and she was like, Paulina, are you aware that you also need a public adjuster? When things like this happen, you guys make sure you got a very good insurance. The reason why I was able to take care of the problem, because obviously I had insurance in place. And when you get the insurance, you make sure you are covered in case there will be a suffer from a loss of a water damage, turning into a mold and destroying the entire wall, or just spreading all over the apartment. You gotta make sure like the mitigation vendor can work on your issue when you hire them. So when I called that mitigation company, they actually requested my insurance policy. So she went through my insurance policy and she said, you know what, you are actually covered, you're taken care of, we're good to go, I'm willing to help you, and you really need a public adjuster. She told me that if I don't get a public adjuster, it's going to be a really hard battle. The actual work on removing the mold, removing the walls, drying it up for several days, then like restoring the walls costs like $4,000 or $5,000 or even more. So plus they're like renting those the machines that are producing like a really hot air. They left them for 4 nights. They're very loud, but they're doing a very good job on like drying out those walls, drying out like basically the entire closet that was affected. Entire job of like breaking the walls, drying up, getting all those machines in, basically all the restoration with the mold area. It took like about 2 weeks to work on it. Basically, in my case scenario, the AC was actually leaking through the wall, and because of that, the AC also caused the issue in the duct. So I purchased the unit, I think it was 8 years ago, and I was never really researching, and I was never really aware, or nobody even told me that you have to constantly check the duct area, the duct, to make sure there's no mold and there's no the air, because the air is very important for anyone who live in the unit, right? Because I was not living there myself, only sometimes staying in between tenants. I honestly, I did not pay attention to that so much, and apparently because of that mold start developing in that wall, in that closet, it also created the whole issues with the duct area affected. And then the duct area, it was not mold, but it was dirty. And because of my case with the mold, and because all of that was the duct, the AC, the mold, the walls, because all of that was kind of combined and related to the same issue. Once again, that mitigation company recommended me another company who was doing the duct cleaning, and they did extremely phenomenal job. The guy who was doing the duct cleaning, he first showed up and he examined the ducts, and he said, I'll be honest with you today, I brought a smaller machine. They're sucking, but not as I wish they would. So I did not think that it needs higher capacity. So let me leave for today, and I will exchange these machines to the higher power sucking machines. So you will be extremely happy with your job. And I was like, wow, this is really over delivering, because someone else would probably say, oh, I drove here 2 hours. Why would I even bother to tell her the truth? I'll just do the job and that's it. And if you need the recommendations for that, I will definitely send it to you. Don't want to advertise them, because they're not paying me for that. So contact me here, let me know. I will deliver that information for you. Absolutely. I think it was 2 days later, he came back, and the machine was so huge, so powerful. I made a video of his doing work. I'm actually gonna post it in here. And you will see it's really incredible. I think the whole process was at least 40, maybe an hour. He did it on all the ducts that I have, in one bedroom and in my living room, and I couldn't be more happy. Even after that, he told me, go all the way up there and Paulina, check what we did, and making pictures before and after, and it was a huge difference. Public adjuster, what they do, they show up and they basically estimate all the damages in your place. Public adjuster who actually he assessed that the damages to the property from that mold, including ruined furniture, leaking AC, destroyed walls, destroyed floor, because apparently the AC was leaking, also destroyed the floor, the mold, like the entire closet. It even got destroyed some tiles in the bathroom. Basically, the entire assessment was in about $25,000. Always go to Better Business Bureau and always try to find professionals from Better Business Bureau. Share with me later on, how did it go with you and what did you learn when you've been dealing with the mold or any water restoration or any damages, and how did it go with your insurance, with your public adjuster, etc., etc. Because I am just sharing my honest experience, explaining to you guys how did I start and how did it work out for me. I wish you all best in your real estate experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really like it. I am asking you, please subscribe, put the like, show me some love, and I'll be very, very motivated. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye bye.